Well, good afternoon. It is Thursday. That means we are targeting the violence here on Facebook Live and at NBC 15. I'm Kym Anderson. I got some great guests, some great things to talk about that's coming up this weekend for our youth, to keep them busy, to keep them productive. And these things are going to benefit our community in the best way possible. We're going to start today with the City of Mobile, and we've got Phelon, who's a guest with us all the time, the team coordinator for the City of Mobile. And it's still football season, so y'all got a great party going on that is this Friday night.
Yes, correct. We have our fifth quarter event is going to be at Harmon Community Center from 8:30 to 11:30. It's free for all teens, all young adults. Just please come out. We have a live DJ, free food, games. It's going to be fun. So right after the football game, just come out, participate.
And this is a teen only, like high school party, so they don't have to worry about like grown people being there.
Correct. No, it's strictly teens. Now it will be some adults there, supervising and making sure everything is under control. But other than that, no adults. Correct.
And you started this last year, and you've had a couple of parties this year. How's it been going?
It's been going great. Actually, the one that we had a few months ago at BC Rain, we had about 300 teens there. Not just from BC Rain, they were from other schools, and it was fun. It was really a good time. Yes.
And it's a safe space for kids to go after the football game.
Correct. And that was the goal, to pretty much allow teens and young adults to come out so they won't be running around in the streets, getting in trouble. To come out, just have a good time, listen to music, play games, and things like that. So, yeah.
So it's very productive. And again, let's put up that full screen of where we've got fifth quarter that's going on this Friday night, Harmon Thomas Community Center.
Correct.
It's for all the high school kids. And we know we've got all these games going on, and for many of them, this is their last home game. Yes. We've got, 2 more weeks until we've got playoffs, so enjoy the time. Now, do you have another fifth quarter going on, or is this the last one?
Well, we're actually going to continue to go on with the fifth quarters. We're going to go through the basketball season as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's something that we're trying to implement starting this year as well. So, and also a lot of parents there asking about the police, if they're going to be there for security. Yes, we had a full support of the Mobile Police Department as well.
And that's awesome. So you know your kids are in a safe space.
Correct.
And also we know that October, everybody knows it's Breast Cancer Month, but it's also Bullying Prevention Month as well.
Correct. So we actually have an event this Saturday that's going to be at Dodge Community Center. And the event is called Say Boo to Bullying. Like Ms. Kym said, it is going to be for the Bully Prevention Week. All of the schools are pretty much supporting this cause, but on this day, Saturday, we're going to have a live DJ. We're going to have vendors, bully prevention vendors. We're going to have inflatables for the younger children. We're also going to have food trucks. We're going to have a basketball tournament going on, step show performances. So we're going to pretty much have a lot of things going on for Bully Prevention Day. Correct.
And this is for all school age groups?
Correct. Well, this day it's a festival, so this is for everybody.
Okay.
So yes, ma'am, it's going to be for everybody. So it's just not for teens; it's really for everybody. Yes, ma'am.
And this is so important because we have had kids who have taken their own lives over being bullied. We've had kids who, have withdrawn. We've seen a lot of anxiety and depression because of bullying that's going on, not just in the school. They have on social media a lot of fights. So it's so important to drive this home to these kids.
Yes, it is. So we're trying our best to pretty much implement programs and activities to pretty much go around everything, just not recreational wise, but mental health and things like that. So we're trying to touch all aspects of our youth. Yes, ma'am.
And so this is from 3 to 7:30.
Correct.
And where is it being held again?
It's going to be held at Dodge Community Center. So the step show is going to be at the amphitheater. The basketball tournament is going to be inside the gym at Dodge. And the field is going to be occupied with all the games and things like that. And also, I forgot to mention that we're going to have like a haunted house right there at Trixie Community Center. That's really next door to the amphitheater. So it's all right there at Dodge Community Center.
And there's a costume contest.
Correct, that as well. So yeah, it's going to be it's a lot. It's a huge festival for everybody. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we've got a lot going on from the city this weekend. Friday night, you can go out to fifth quarter, and then Saturday evening, you can go out to the bullying event.
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
All right, Phelon, we want to thank you so much for all that you do for our teenagers, for the from the city, because we are working hard to be a
ma'am.
safe city and to get our kids on the right track.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me as always. Thank you.
All right,
Yes,
Phelon
ma'am.
Carter with the City of Mobile. Thank you. We'll be back. Stay with us. All right, we're back with this second section of Targeting the Violence for another event that's taking place this weekend in the city of Prichard for our youth. And we've got Grenetta Ward and we've got Nikeland Nichols who are with us today to explain exactly what youthpreneurship is and the event that you've got going on this weekend. So tell us, I'm assuming that has something to do with youth entrepreneurs.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Ms. Ward, you want to start?
You could take it.
I could take it. Okay. Well, experts say that the earlier that children learn how to handle money, the better they are with excelling in financial gain, assets, home ownership, work skills, that sort of thing. So the earlier the better. So from ages 6 to 12, we need to hum in on the arithmetic, learning how to count money, even starting savings accounts for those children. If it's just a piggy bank, you know, back in the day we had the little piggy banks. And so we've gotten away from that. So in doing that, it helps with self-esteem, self-worth, goal setting. So Miss Ward had a powwow, and after another event that we had in the city of Prichard, and she was like, "Hey, let's do entrepreneurship for our youth," and I'm all about that. Being that my daughter is an entrepreneur, started her own business, so
and she braids hair. She's very good at it. Has her own Instagram site.
Yeah, all of that kind of stuff. So,
I follow her.
so I was gung ho on that. You know, my background is accounting. That's what I went to school for. So. Putting all that together and presenting that to our community. And we had a meeting with the Mobile County school system and workforce development, and they jumped on board. So every young person is invited to this youthpreneur and wellness, because we're also going to have a dimension of the expo that deals with mental and emotional health, because you can have all this money or you can't have money and you'll be impacted and affected by it. So that the wellness piece along with the entrepreneur piece, and then we're going to have some singing, dancing, you know, all that kind of stuff.
All the fun stuff. Yeah. So when now we know that you're talking about finances and teaching kids finances, so I'm assuming there's going to be workshops and things like that. But since the entrepreneur comes in, is it also teaching them how to start their own business?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Teach them how to start their own business. As a matter of fact, you're never too old to start your own business, to gain financial freedom and have those side gigs, as we call them. So the earlier, like I said, the lemonade stands, the cookies, selling eyelashes and hair, whatever that may be, we're gonna help push them, no pun intended, into success.
But we also need to mention that we'll have panel that'll be there that will teach them about entrepreneurship, give their woes of what they had to go through to get into it, some of the do's and don'ts, then how to do the LLC, and we'll also have bankers that'll talk to them about starting their accounts and what's a business account and what's a pleasure account, as the kids, always want to shop.
Yeah.
So what you can do, but what you need to hold in for your business. So we'll have those type of people on the panel that'll be there Saturday morning to speak with the kids.
That sounds like something that we have a lot of adults need to go to as well.
Right.
Not just the kids, but because there's a lot of benefit in that, and that's right. If you teach these kids early, sometimes I always say, I wish that they could replace one of the math classes with a budgeting class, because they need to know how to do this. Especially in the days of ATM, all these kids want to do is swipe.
Yeah. Swipe.
And have no account of their money. Yeah. I know. And then my daughter thinks I'm a bank. Her broke self.
It's like that. Yeah. No concept of what the dollar bill, how much it's worth, what's the value of it, and how to save it, when to spend it, when not to spend it, how to gain a surplus, and taxes that's involved in it. So that Saturday morning we're going to have those workshops that's going to deal with, as Ms. Ward said, with the financial literacy, how to start those LLCs, even if they don't have a business but want to start a business, they need to come. Yeah. If you have a business and want to be exposed, have more exposure, you need to come, because guess what? After the workshops, we're going to eat a little lunch, have a little fun, and then we're going to go take it to the street. So all the young people will have the opportunity to set up booths, to market, to promote, and sell their merchandise.
So do they need to call in advance in order to have a booth set up, or they can just set it up that morning if they have a business?
Well, if they have a business that's go online, we have a QR code on our flyer, or you can just go to pushinc, pushinc.org/expo. That's pushinc.org/expo, and fill out the information. We're going to give you some of these fancy T-shirts.
I like the T-shirts. City of Prichard Youthpreneur Day.
Youthpreneur Day.
And this is the first time that you've done it. This is this Saturday, October 21st. Now, you mentioned push. I know we have not pushed no pun intended, what PUSH is. But tell us exactly what PUSH is and what it represents and how this helps the youth in our community.
Well, PUSH is a nonprofit 501c3 organization that believes in the developmental of youth and their families holistically. We provide scholarship. We're partnered with so many agencies, from our healthcare centers to our social and our emotional centers around the city, and from government agencies to churches. So we try to leave no stone unturned to be advocates for our children and families, going inside of the schools, providing character intervention, even musical and vocal lessons. We provide those services. So PUSH is partnered with the Mobile County Health Department, the City of Prichard, the Community Health Workers Association for our city, and the community-based organizations to put this on, to put this event on.
And I have to give you a plug when you talk about music. Is you were my son's voice coach, and now he's gone on to do some Broadway plays and some really great things. So I'm very proud of him. Yeah, you get to reel him in and tighten him up sometimes to train him, but and that shows what happens when you really pour into the kids, and that's what all of you are trying to do with PUSH, the City of Prichard, with the City of Mobile, and I appreciate everything that y'all are doing to work with us and work with our kids, because we need it. Our children need it in order. They need some guidance in order to be better, productive citizens. We're going to put up and go through all the screens of everything that's going on this weekend. Youthpreneurship this Saturday morning for the City of Prichard. Well, actually, let's start with Friday night. We got fifth quarter. Well, he's got youthpreneur. There you go. Thank you, Ed, for rolling with me. You are amazing. Fifth quarter Friday night after the game, from 8:30 to 11:30. So your kids can have a great time there after they leave the football games. Then Saturday morning, we've got youthpreneurship, which is an amazing thing for our kids as far as, you're right, learning about finances and money, starting your own business. If you have one, have a creative idea, you've got a QR code. And we're going to have all this up again, of course, on our website and on our Facebook. And then let's end out the evening with Say Boo to the Bullying Festival. That goes on until 7:30 in the evening. Dress up in your favorite Halloween costume if you want. You've got games, you've got treats, all different types of things. Let's put a stop to bullying. And again, all of these are really helping the kids in our community throughout the entire Mobile County. You don't just have to live in Prichard, you don't have to live in the city of Mobile, but throughout the entire county to come in and collectively make our youth even better than what they are.
And if they have not been able to register, no problem. Just show up Saturday and come see us.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
We'll take care of it.
All right. Well, thank y'all so much. I truly appreciate you for taking the time to come out. And we're going to make sure, again, you can always go back and look at this. And I'm going to post it on social media as well. We'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in.